Speaking of Batoon, have I seen you since Thanksgiving?
No.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Good.
Great. Moving on.
Uh-huh. How was yours?
Good as well.
Awesome. Next. What if that's how we talked? This would be so economic.
Just never, what's the word where you go into details about something?
Like expand. The other day I was at a party.
Yeah.
And I clearly I didn't want to talk, but I was also like, substancing. And so somebody was like, how are you doing? And I was like, good. And they're like, how are you doing? Asked me a second time. I said, good. And then they go, give me a life update.
Yeah.
And I go, are you talking to me?
And you're like, who are you?
I literally wasn't even there. The other day I was talking to another person and we were like, had two different opinions on something. And then I just like went blank face and he's like, did I lose you? And I was like, honestly, I just got bored.
Woo!
But
Wow.
I'm like, I think I'm just.
You're done. Well, that wraps up today's episode.
1 minute.
That is like, I think that's what we all want to do a lot of the times. And you just kind of have to ask yourself, do I want to be that person or not? Am I ready to take on everything that comes with that?
I know.
I had an ex-girlfriend and, she was so funny in that way. Because when I tell stories like this, after the fact, it's hilarious. But in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? You know what I'm saying? So one time, we all used to work at California Pizza Kitchen. Me, Eric Superego, this girl who was a hostess who I was dating at the time. And she wasn't a fan of Eric's girlfriend, okay? Mm-hmm. So Eric starts telling a story about like something cute that his girl did. And my ex, she's like there and she's like, I don't care. So I'm like,
I know.
I'm like, I get it. Okay, yes. Yeah, okay. What do you do in that situation where you actually don't care? You got to sit there and fake it, right?
I know.
And she's like, in that moment, she's like, I don't care.
I respect it. And here's the two things. Like that, yes, it can be rude.
Yeah.
Is she neurodivergent?
I think, well, after the fact, now she's learned that she's bipolar, a bunch of things. Yeah.
Okay. Well, bipolar isn't neurodivergent.
I know, but I'm saying she got shit going on, yeah.
There's things.
Yeah. She's fucked up, all right?
Yeah, okay, so we're all are.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all are.
are.
Anyway, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It can be rude, but it's also honest. And I think I mostly would take honesty even over something that eeks. But when I think of I remember seeing a tweet that was like, what if hell is just hey yeah on repeat forever?
Sounds like heaven to me.
But the end of hey yeah is not chill for more than the duration of the song.
You mean the shake it part?
Yes! It's too much repeating. I think all karaoke songs also should be shorter.
I agree. I think as a singer and a listener.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, bruh, I don't need to get to the fucking bridge. Or if anything, I could have started later and got to the bridge.
Yeah.
I get it. Because then you're stuck up there doing all the ad-libs for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
No, I get it. And I get what you're saying. At the end of the day, a lot of the times it's like, who cares? We ain't got time for this. Sometimes it would be nicer if we all understood that it's not rude. It's just how I feel. But at the same time, it's rude. Megan.
It is rude, but maybe we could have a way to say, I don't want to engage in this. I've seen some hairstylists have little signs that it's like, I want a social appointment or I want a silent appointment.
Word, like
and
an Uber
I love that.
When they start giving you that option?
I hardly ever want someone to talk to me.
No, that's why. Have you been in a Waymo?
Yes.
I fucking love it,
Me
dog.
too.
I thought I would be freaked out by just the whole the robotness of it.
Yeah.
But that shit is perfect.
It's also more safe because there's hella cameras everywhere. And so it's if we're thinking about actually the cameras have one job and it's to get you there versus a human who's texting with both of their hands on a phone.
Potentially, yeah.
Doing their mascara on TikTok, the cameras are doing one thing and it's getting you there.
It's let me tell you, one of my smallest pet peeves about being in an Uber, and I ended up just because I didn't want to be rude, because I want to listen to shit, or Rick is sending me TikToks and shit like that, or I'm reviewing an episode of Thanks for Tipping. I want to listen, but I also don't want to be rude if dude is trying to talk to me.
Yeah.
So what I do is I'm like, I'm just gonna take a nap, man. I'm just take a nap. So don't, put on whatever music you want. I'm just gonna take a nap. So I pretend like I'm napping and I listen to what I'm listening to, right? But when I got in that Waymo and I could listen to my phone loud without the earbuds, and then when I took my dick out for like freely, awesome.
You're doing everything at once. Wait, where did you sit in the Waymo?
Back.
I sat in the front seat.
How's that?
Cool.
Should have climbed into the driver's seat.
Right.
And then did this with everybody. Guys! I put the windows down. Look at me!
I don't want to talk to anybody, but I want to be seen. Don't talk to me, but look.
Ask me about my Waymo experience.
Yeah, I remember being there. I was in San Francisco the first time I was in a Waymo, and I put like my purse in the driver's seat, and I was just like watching the driver's seat.
Watching the wheel do its thing? Yeah. Well, for you, I think a lot of people might not even know what that is if you're not in California.
A driverless car.
Yeah. The future, man.
It's now.
It's fucking crazy, dude. We're there, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the Jetsons.
Whatever that is. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm done. Tim, I'm on my period. I'm so close to just ending it.
Do you have very intense cramps and stuff like that?
No, my back though. My back goes crazy. It's the most witchy thing of the period to me. It's like, you know exactly when it's happening.
Yeah, and so your lower back?
My lower back. Yeah. I've been having a lot of physical ailments lately.
Like what?
It feels like my ears, it feels like I'm taking off on an airplane and my ears are about to pop, but they never pop.
Oh, God.
It's fucking awful.
You might be in hell.
Yes.
Forget hey ya.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. It is bad.
Yeah.
It is awful. And so I'm doing like nasal rinses and I'm putting eardrops in my ears. I'm like unlocking aisles of CVS that I didn't even know were there. I'm like, I'm old now. Also reading the back of the packages, having to go like this. I'm like, ugh, this is the end.
That brings me to my stinky hoe, I think.
Another body ailment.
Well, kind of, because you brought up something, I think it was you, where we were talking about cheeses that are actually lactose free or things that are lactose free. Was I talking about that with you?
Not sure.
Well, somebody asked, because I'm off cheese, right? Or I try to be off cheese for my skin. And somebody was like, "Well, do you ever?" People always bring this up, like,
yeah, like
why don't you pop like a lactate pill?
Yeah.
Or like or try the fucking cheeses. Someone was like, "Oh, this cheese actually doesn't really have a lot of lactose because how it's strained, blah blah blah." And I'm like, and in my head, that always was something people were aware of because of their digestive issues, And I'm like, I don't care if it makes me poopy farty. It's just my skin, right? So I had accidentally bought these Greek yogurt ice cream bars the other day thinking they were dairy-free.
Right.
But they're not dairy-free. They have dairy, but they are just Greek yogurt, just has way less lactose. All right? And I'm like, let me eat one and see what happens, right? Let me see if it gives me a new pimple. And I had a whole one, fucking went in at like 11:30 p.m. the other night, just ate it all up. And it's been like 3 days. And I'm looking all right.
Okay, so Greek yogurt is good.
I think so, which kind of opens up a whole new like door for me as far as things I can consume, you know what I'm saying? And now I think I can even start looking up what are the cheeses that don't contain a lot of lactose. And maybe I'm back. But maybe not.
But maybe not. Yeah, literally, maybe not. Every day is different.
Yeah.
But cool.
But we'll see.
Good.
We'll see. So
happy for you.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because it was really tasty.
Totally.
And let me tell you, man, that dairy-free shit ain't all of that sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Like what? Like almond milk?
I can like this right here. This is a London Fog with soy milk.
Okay.
Great. You ever had it?
A London Fog with soy milk?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have had that exact thing. I get scared of soy milk because one time I heard that something. Wait a second. I'm like, I think I remember them being like, "Oh, soy milk gives you boobs." I'm like, actually, I need a ton.
Yeah.
Give me so much soy milk right now.
I've heard that too.
Why? Something about it scared me, but like
soy milk increases estrogen production. Well, soy, not just soy milk.
Word.
So that's not bad for me.
Not bad for you. Unless you feel like you're already too.
I just wanted to be in solidarity with you. Actually.
Well, look, my boobies are looking great, so I'm been down in this soy milk.
The end of the podcast, you've double D's.
Yeah, my penis inverts.
You also have your period.
Oh my God, we're on the same cycle after this. Yeah, I get a London Fog with soy milk. I feel like it tastes, the one from Starbucks specifically, because the little pump or whatever they put in there, I feel like it tastes like Fruity Pebbles milk after you have cereal.
Mm-hmm.
And
they should make that an ice cream flavor.
I think they do.
But like not at the grocery store. Like you walk in and it's like, oh, you know, like every Haagen-Dazs, Ben and Jerry's, but there's no like cereal milk after milk. Or like after milk cereal.
Okay.
Cream.
I feel that.
We got to brand this better.
Yeah.
After milk, after cereal, post cereal.
No, just cereal milk. That's all you need. You say that people understand that. Cereal milk.
Cereal milk ice cream though.
Yeah, I know. I hear you, dog. I get it.
Milo, right now. No, Milo is my fucking ears, dude.
Yeah. It sounds terrible.
It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah. Well, what's your high, dude?
Well, my high is also linked with my
period.
Stinky hoe, I guess.
Okay.
So I have 5 hard drives.
Okay.
And that's too many. And I've been having them since the beginning of time.
Okay.
I think I got my first hard drive when I was like 21.
Okay.
And I just have had the same hard drives over and over.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and I have the same files everywhere because I'm like, every time I'm like, I'm going to get organized or I'm going to send this one off to an editor. And I just have so many of the same files and just like screenshots and all these things, trying to clear everything out. And I just end up like dumping them on a hard drive. And so now I'm like, okay, I want one hard drive and I want it to be like as small as possible.
Yeah.
So I have like a 4 terabyte hard drive and it's baby blue. It's the only like colored hard drive you can get.
Okay.
Got it on Amazon. And it's like a chip. It's so small physically, but it holds like all of the 5 hard drives.
All right.
So I've just been going through. The high is I'm cleaning out and decluttering not only my physical things, but now my digital things.
Fire.
The low or the stinky hose, it's taking so.
I mean, it's such a process. No, I get it because I try to do a little bit of that on my phone and computer every once in a while. And it's like you kind of have to, you're constantly double checking because you're like, did I put this on here already? Is this a duplicate?
Yes.
Is this still on my desktop? Is it already on the hard drive?
Right.
Am I able to delete this?
And do I even need it?
I know.
That's the other thing. Like another bad thing that happened to me, my phone, the 0.5 camera broke. So I bring it into the place to get it fixed. And they were like, okay, we're going to fix it. And then as soon as they opened it, they like broke the screen.
What the fuck?
I know. They're like, this happens a lot to this model. I'm like, sure. And so like I bring it back. They're like, sorry, we'll have the part tomorrow. So then I brought in my phone that was working perfectly, but just had the 0.5 camera broken. I get my phone back. It's got like lines everywhere. I can't even use it.
What, lines on the screen?
Yes, bitch.
What the hell?
And so I was like, okay. And I was so chill. That was the stinky hose that I was chill. Because I'm not normally chill when things don't go right. And so I'm like, these people probably think I'm like so like whatever because like, oh, it's fine, don't need it. And they're like, did you back up your phone? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, it might get erased, probably not, but it might. And I was like, you know what, I don't care. I don't really need any of it. And because I'm like looking at the things, and of course I have great memories, but I'm like, this is one less thing that I have to clear if you guys fuck this up.
Word.
And then if you don't, well then I have my memories. But I'm like, I could make more memories.
This is true. So what are you going to do?
Well, it got fixed.
Okay, thank God.
Thank you, gods. It got fixed. And with the hard drive, I'm just still going through all of it. Because I'm also just like, when am I ever going to need any of this?
Oh, man, but I'm the opposite. I always feel like I'm going to need all of this one day.
Well, that's the other thing. I'm like, if I do need this, right? Like if I do make some sort of like docu-series or do some sort of cinematography something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of footage in there that is just not well composed.
Okay.
So I'm like, if I'm going to use something for an actually workable project, I'm probably not going to use footage like angles that I'm not like, that's sick.
You might. What if it's about your beginning process and shit?
What? I feel like there are other angles. I think there are other angles.
You never know. It's the same for me. Like whenever like Chia wants me to clean out my closet because it's so full.
Yeah.
She's like, why do you need this referee shirt? And I'm like, who knows if I play a referee in a sketch that I write one day? Who knows if I quit all of this and go to work at Foot Locker?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who knows if I'm coaching fucking Q's, Little League game?
Yeah.
Who knows?
You're the coach, but you're wearing the referee thing. You're playing all of the parts.
Yeah. Who knows if I'm the coach, but I'm just coming from filming the sketch?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Wait, hypothetical you is really busy.
Yeah, so much going on all the time. That's why I need to save all the outfits.
There should be there's probably a rental place where everyone should put all of their stuff that is like that, filming and sketch in specific items that are not everyday wear. And then you can just like rent them for a day.
Interesting.
So then, because I have like so many actor friends who are like, what if I need this? It's like, then go get it. Go thrift it.
Well, here's the thing, Batoon. You know what's funny is I feel like I buy Santa hats every year because I'll buy them. I'm like, I don't need this shit till Christmas. And I put it in the storage space. And then Christmas time comes around. I'm like, I don't feel like going to the storage space. Let me just go get a new Santa hat at Rite Aid real quick.
Wait, so you have a storage space currently?
Yeah. All my costumes are in there, but then I gotta go. I gotta get the fucking key. I gotta go up the stairs.
That's how they make their money.
I know. Next thing you know, I got a fucking original Picasso in there that I forgot about.
Imagine forgetting about original Picasso.
There was like a storage space that they found that it was like Kanye West, a bunch of Kanye shit. Like samples of clothing designs and like, I don't know, music. And like it was a bunch of shit, man. It was crazy shit.
Damn.
I forget what happened to it.
You should go in there. Do a Storage Wars episode.
My stinky hoe. Oh, I have some cute high-low stinky hoes.
Let me hear it.
My daughter, Veyda, I was explaining to her what Thanksgiving is, okay? Not the history of it, but just like, hey, this is the day that we think about all the things we're thankful for. And she's like, what's that? What does thankful mean? And I'm like, thankful is like when you think about all the things that you're really happy about that you have in your life, you know? And this was like right before bedtime. And she's like, I'm thankful that you're my daddy. And I was like, oh, baby girl.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, thank you. I'm thankful to be your daddy too, you know?
That's cute.
And then my low, my fucking son.
Oh my God.
The other day.
He said, I'm thankful you're my dad. You said, I hate you.
He's like, I'm thankful I have mommy. No,
Yeah.
he has this thing where, and I don't think he's trying to be rude, but he likes to be independent, right? So we're about to leave, and so we're putting our shoes on. He didn't want my help. Or I forget why, but he goes, Daddy, go away, right? And Chia was like, hey, we don't talk to Daddy like that, right? And I'm like, yeah, I don't talk to Daddy like that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. You heard her. You heard the boss. So he looks at her after yelling, Daddy, go away, right? He looks at her. He walks up to me in my eyes, walks up to me face to face, goes, Daddy, go away. And I thought it was the funniest shit. And I almost cracked up. I think I did crack up. But how rude, huh?
And then did you go away?
I said, fine. I cried in a corner.
Okay, so high, low, stinky hoe.
Stinky hoe. I mean, I guess this isn't so much of a stinky hoe, but it pops out in my mind. I had a table read for my script.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess stinky hoe is like, I didn't know how it was gonna go. Because this is the first time I actually heard the whole thing out loud and with other people, and like I actually received their feedback. I wasn't planning on doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I told them initially, and I told them in the invite, I was like, hey, feel free to give me your notes, even though I won't listen to any of them probably. But I actually did. And I got, and I realized I know this is a compliment, and I also understand where this comes from because this is my first script ever. But I got a handful of, dude, actually, it was so good. Oh, actually, it was really funny.
Yeah, the word actually is so like,
but I get it.
No, for sure.
I get it.
Of course.
And
that's great.
Yeah, no, it was so nice, and And of course, in the room, everyone's gonna tell me they liked it, they
Sure.
enjoyed it, right? But I had a homegirl text me afterwards. She's like, "Hey, I'm shook. You killed it." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you
Hell
so much.
yeah.
I really appreciate that."
So cool.
And this is a friend who notoriously has been very nitpicky about the content she consumes. Like we've kind of debated on different shows and stuff before, so it was nice to get that. Like she was like marinating and was like, "This was really good."
Hell yeah.
And so it made me excited.
Cool.
For it.
Where'd you do it? The table read.
Just got like a little, I was on Peerspace looking for random like office spaces with big
Yeah.
tables. And then it was funny because I thought it was gonna be in one of these, random like office buildings. But I got to the address, the Waymo pulls up and it's like a little strip mall where there's, like a Indian food spot downstairs and another, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm at the right place. And the space was in like a I don't know, a lawyer office, or they did some type of taxes or some shit like that. So you go up the stairs and then there's glass walls where like a business, and then there's the table. I saw like the homies in there. My assistant was in there setting shit up. I was like, oh, all right, well, cool. And it was cute.
So you just are taking Waymos instead of Ubers now.
I just prefer it, and also it is like, I think it's cheaper, dog.
Is it?
I'm not gonna lie, because when I Googled it, it said that the Waymos are the same price, maybe even a little bit more. But from what I've been experiencing lately, because when I looked at the Uber estimate and then I got out the Waymo was like a couple dollars cheaper.
Damn.
Yeah, son. Taking the jobs. The robots are taking our jobs.
But here's the thing
Mhm.
about robots taking the jobs. Someone's got to fix the robots when they break.
That's facts.
So if you're scared of losing your job to a robot, then become the one that fixes broken robots.
Until the Waymo's like
Self-fixing?
something's wrong with my tire. Hold on, pulling over.
That's sick.
Get out. I'm in love with you. I love you.
That's sick. So I'm using Claude as my AI program.
What's that?
It's like ChatGPT and Claude
Okay,
are like
word.
the two
Okay.
that I know of. So I've been using Claude, and I told it the other day to stop being so like anthropomorphizing its responses. I was
Okay.
like, "You're a robot. Be more robotic."
Oh, okay. I've heard this. Yes, people have said this. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think David was saying that he wants his ChatGPT to sound like a robot.
Yeah.
Not the personal shit.
Because if I want it to be personal, then I'll go to chat and I'll be like, "Make me feel better about this." But if I'm like trying to get something done, or
Yeah.
like I need to like work with you
Mhm.
in order to get this done, like me and Claude are doing it
Mhm.
without the emotions.
Bro, ChatGPT, they must have just they had like some update recently, and it asks you like,
Oh.
do you want it to be sound more personal or not?
Mm.
And the other day, Veyda was asking her a question, and she did like in the middle of the question, she was like, well,
I know.
did one of those, and I was like, oh,
I know. No, that sometimes they cough. No, it's crazy.
Really?
No, there are probably AI podcasts already.
No, there are. I mean, yeah, it's because of, whatever prompt they put in there. But no, there was a clip, and I don't know what the prompt was or how it got to this. And I don't know how realistic the backstory is. But it was a clip of two AI podcast hosts finding out that they're AI. So they're talking to each other and they're like, well, so apparently this might be kind of crazy, but I guess we're not real.
What?
And yeah, this podcast ends today because whoever had us set up is ending it, and we're not real. I thought our conversations were real. I thought this was
No.
yeah, and then
You've seen this?
I listened to it. Yeah.
Wait, so the actual AI thinks it's real?
That is like the conversation plays.
Or was that the prompt?
Exactly? So it's hard to tell. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
if I ever get canceled, I'm just gonna be like, that's AI.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Anything you ever see me do from now on,
If you don't like it, that was AI.
completely fake AI. Yes. The audio, the video, the penis, it's all AI generated.
Oh my
Yeah, man.
God.
It's a trip. It's weird. And here's the thing too. It's like, I was looking at Veyda, and she's going to grow up in a world where she's not going to be able to, it's going to be impossible to tell the difference anymore.
Yeah.
But I was like, I need to start training her to figure shit out.
Okay.
So she was watching a video the other day where it's like these AI rendered like pools made up of different bananas and cakes and shit like that, and there are these women like diving into it. It's like a really cool, trippy visual, right? And she's like, wow. She's like, Daddy, look at this. Oh wow, look, it's a banana pool, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, baby, that's cool, but you know what? That's not real, actually.
Nice.
She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like a cartoon. It's called AI. I was like, whenever you see something that looks real but also kind of looks like a cartoon, that's AI, right? She's like, oh, and then something else popped up the other day. She's like, Daddy, is this AI? I'm like, yes, baby, it is.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
like, let me get ahead of this.
Right.
You know?
That's so wild having to like add another thing to the parent curriculum.
Yeah, because like we knew what cartoons were. You know what I'm saying? But then when you see a real life looking person, you assume that's a real person.
I know.
But now I have to tell my kids this real life looking person is kind of like a cartoon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
We'll be dead soon.
I hope so.
Please kill her before her period actually starts. Universe. All right, first question.
Hello?
Hey Tim, hey Megan. Big fan. Tim, I'm following you since forever. No chaser always helps. Megan, I really only discovered you because of Tim, but you're great. If you could please distort my voice a little bit, just because my girlfriend does listen to the podcast every once in a while. The main thing is, so I have like a best friend who happens to be a girl, and my girlfriend has a big problem with this, but me and her have been friends for over a decade now. Obviously, I'm not trying to cut off my friend just for a relationship, especially since me and my girlfriend haven't even been dating a year yet, but it seems to be a big problem. And recently, I bought a flight for us to go visit my friend who lives out of state, so she doesn't even live near us, for New Year's, because my girlfriend said she was okay with it. And then afterwards, she said, never mind, I don't want to go. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think relationships can work when you have someone of the opposite gender as your best friend? Or do you think it's better to just stay single until you find someone who doesn't have a problem with it? Thank you.
My body is so tense right now. This happens to me a lot.
Ah, yes, you are the friend, eh?
Well, it's both. I have a guy best friend, but I also have been with, I think all of the guys that I date have like a very close friend that's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on both sides, and it's a lot to handle.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to remember, there's a saying that I've mentioned before, if it's hysterical, it's historical. So anytime I have a reaction that I'm like, she might be in love with you. Oh my God, you guys want to be together and da-da-da. It's like, okay, whoa. Let's just understand that this is coming from within.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I start.
Okay.
What about you?
I mean, for me, I've just always had like close home girls.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've also been there where my homegirls from the past have caused friction with the person I'm dating.
Yes.
Okay. And I think naturally when that happens, the homegirl, who even though it might be completely innocent, can get a little, who the fuck does this bitch think she is? You know, I've been here.
Right.
Yeah. And they can get a little territorial even if on accident. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's kind of like, bitch, you're new.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm the owner of this house.
Yeah, exactly. So it did cause some friction. It's difficult when that's the situation. Chia has known I have like close homegirls from the jump. And she also, I mean, what was helpful for us is that she also has a lot of guy friends. Like that's her thing too. She understands a platonic friendship, you know?
Here's what I would do is like if I'm coming in, I'm the new girl. And this is kind of something that I do anytime that a guy has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Even if I'm like doing like selling something on Marketplace and like a girl and like a guy come up, I'm like focused on the girl.
For sure.
I'm giving so much more attention to her.
Yeah.
So I think like in the situation I'm in now, this guy has a close girlfriend. And I have had like that reaction of like, oh no, what's this?
Yeah.
And my approach is just going to be like shower her with girl energy.
Yeah.
And just build that like separate of him.
For sure.
To be like, here's our new friendship.
And that's a great play. Yeah. Super fake, but no, I'm just kidding.
Even if it's fake to begin with, you'll find.
No, it's what you should do as the new girl. And that's kind of how it is. Like, yeah, it's platonic and like you don't owe anything to this girl, but this is her quote unquote territory. You know what I'm saying? I will say this though about dude's question. Knowing that your new girl was feeling funny about your close best friend and being like, let's take a trip together to go to her town and hang out with her for New Year's.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that was the smartest move, you know?
I would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, because then the new girl is kind of automatically third wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're putting her in the place where she's not in her territory.
Right.
It's not her, it's the other girl's like home court advantage.
And literally home.
Like
if
literally.
she's having the party at her house.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it's like you're on her turf now, and you're the new girl.
Yeah.
And I think that's just so uncomfortable for her. Not a good look. I feel like if anything, you should have let them build their own repertoire first, right? Let them kind of have some type of bond, at the very least, hang out a few times as a collective before you're injecting her into old girl's territory.
Yeah.
You know?
I could just imagine like he said that she doesn't want to go anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't want to go either. But even if I went, I could imagine like me being at like the cookie table and then like laughing over the punch bowl. And I'm just like, what am I doing here?
Or being like, Jerry's punch bowl, right? And they're both cracking up. And she's like, what's that?
Yeah. So I guess the question is he gonna still go? Do not go.
But now his question is, so this girl's new, right?
Yeah.
The question is, should I even save myself the stress or wait until I date somebody who's just okay with me having close girlfriends?
His question is, should save the stress? Well, no. I think that somebody said the other day, they're like, relationships are hard. And I was like, I think they're challenging. And I think a challenge is an opportunity to practice the way that you respond. So instead of being like, this is hard, I quit, it's like, this is challenging. How am I going to meet this with the tools that I have
for sure
to give me a better result than what I had last time? So if he's like, oh, no, I'm going to wait until I'm with somebody that's cool with it, why don't you just work on it now with this person so you're like building reps so that no matter who you're with, they feel comfortable with your close friends.
And if you're trying and she's still being annoying, then cut your loss.
And get her out of there.
I'll tell you this, Platoon, let me tell you this. If we want to talk about a fucking fork in the road and two different universes potentials, right? My ex who I was with, who had an issue with my homegirl, okay? My homegirl, Bree, okay? One of my closest friends since high school, okay? From the jump, my ex was very like, about Bree, right? And they both just did not vibe with each other.
Why do you think they didn't vibe?
I will say this, granted, we were young, okay? This was like early 20s, and this girl that I was dating was a couple years younger. And she was also the one that, as I had mentioned in a previous conversation on this episode, was like, I don't care. That was her personality, all right?
Okay.
So she was not the person who would go out of her way to be nice if she didn't need to, okay? So they just always butted heads, all right? And I think, because of that, maybe Bree was also... There's a couple times I was like, come on, bro, you didn't have to say all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were just petty towards each other, okay? On the flip side, all right, as I'm dating Chia, who is very cool with the concept of me having female friends, Bree, the first night we all hung out, I had like a little like beer pong flip cup thing at my old condo. Bree's coming in, as you said, as the homegirl who's being very nice to my girlfriend because, Bree had heard so much about Chia and was just like so sweet. They were both very sweet to each other, playing flip cup together. Bree's like fucking rooting her on. Fast forward now, Bree is Chia's OBGYN. Bree delivered both of our children. They text all the time about baby things.
Awesome.
So it's like, the potential is there for it to be a positive situation.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? And if you just do it right, you know?
Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, I like that. I think another thing with this girl or anyone that can be a little bit insecure about a previous friendship with the opposite sex is like, again, like getting curious about it. Because like for me, somebody who can be the one that is like threatened, I have to go like, why am I threatened? What is coming up within me that makes me feel like not safe here? And so it's like, again, an opportunity just to understand like what's going on with this person.
Yeah.
And even if you guys don't end up together, how beautiful of a gift it would be in order to help somebody grow on their journey.
Speaking and you too. You know what I'm saying? You learn from that relationship. And also, hey man, or you could be like, you guys want to all try something out together?
Symbiosis, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Next question.
Hello? Hey, Tim and Megan. I love the pod. Here's my dilemma. I have a best friend of 18 years who I recently asked to be my maid of honor. I'm getting married next August for a courthouse wedding, and it doesn't involve many activities, but I just needed someone to rely on to keep me level-headed throughout the process. But I do have a history of not being able to depend on her. Mind you, we do live 2 hours apart from each other, but I have not asked for a lot of things or for favors. And my recent favor was for her to show up to my bridal dress fittings. And she hasn't responded with any of those, like, of course, attitudes. Like there was like oh, we'll see if I can make it type of vibe. Is it wrong for me to decide to pull her from that maid of honor position? Because I would rather not stress about being like depending on someone that I'm not sure will be there for me. I would appreciate the advice. Thank you guys so much. Love you.
That's
Love you too.
real as hell.
What is a whorehouse wedding?
Courthouse.
Just kidding.
Maybe your ears are wrong.
Wow, how interesting.
You hear what you want to hear.
What a concept.
What a concept.
Dang. That is real, huh?
Yeah, that sucks. Also, wait, so she was gonna have to drive 2 hours to go to the dress fitting?
Dress fitting.
That kind of sucks.
That does suck. I understand not wanting to do that, but did she not communicate that? Did she not say, "Hey, girl, sorry, I'm not gonna make this, but you got me I got you for everything else."
Well, it sounds like she doesn't have her for everything else.
Oh, man.
And also, is she choosing her to be her maid of honor because they've been friends for 18 years? Because like some of my friends that are close to me that are dependable that vibe with me now are not the same people that I met when I was 18.
For sure.
So it's like, if already, first of all, we gotta communicate.
Yeah.
We gotta say, hey, this is a huge deal for me.
Yeah.
And I understand that you live 2 hours away. I respect you and your time. And if this is not something that you can show up wholeheartedly for me, then I can't wait to have you at the wedding.
Yes.
But I really need emotional support and someone to be there. And so I'd rather just be straight up and honest with each other. Be like, is that something that you think you have the capacity for? If not, no hard feelings. I love you so much, but I need to go find something that will be there.
That's a fire point. Does your maid of honor know how important that was to you or these other things are? Because I've been in that position where it's a situation you've never dealt with before. So you don't necessarily know the weight of certain actions, all right? Maybe this is her first time being a maid of honor.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't just... Maybe this is her first wedding. When I first was invited to a wedding, I didn't know I was supposed to RSVP.
Right.
I didn't know how shit worked. I thought I could just show
swing
up.
by.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know.
Not a swing by.
Yeah, I did not know. It was like, oh, this is like a reservation for me. You know what I'm saying? And like, I've been in a situation where the homie's grandma died, and then he was mad at me a year later for not checking in on him. I didn't know I was supposed to check in.
Right.
Because I'm so used to processing my own shit, you know? And he was looking like, bro, you didn't even check on me. I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't know that was expected of me.
Right.
So it could be that where this person just does not understand what is expected of her, right? That's a good point. I think for sure have that conversation before demoting her. Because I think, you know, that is potentially something that could change your friendship forever.
Totally. Yeah. Give her the opportunity to step up and for her to know that you have, because it feels like I can't remember the full message, but it felt like there was like a little bit of resentment. Oh, because she was like, I haven't really asked her for anything for the past. So it's almost like, and I've been in this position too. And the only reason I can like speak to this is because I've gotten this feedback of like, oh, it feels like there's been a little bit of like scorekeeping of like, oh yeah, I give all these things, but I'm not asking anything back. And the one time that I ask for help, no one's there. It's like, okay, well, was that truly reciprocal or was it transactional?
Yes.
So it's like, okay, just another little thing
like
to
this,
get
this
curious
whole time
about.
you've been letting this like just saltiness build up and I had no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if this is like the final straw, she was like, I didn't even know I was on the chopping block.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. For sure. So it's all your fault, Miss Bridezilla. How about practicing some communication, huh?
Congratulations.
Congrats for sure. I think we've given you some solid advice. Let's communicate before you make some big decisions, because maybe there's a chance your undependable friend would like to do more, and they have no idea how you're feeling. And then if after this conversation they're still being super flaky, I mean, and also tell her like, hey, it would be helpful if you're more responsive. You know what I'm saying? This is a very stressful time.
Yeah.
And I need to know that everybody is on point, you know?
Yeah.
And tell her like, look, if you're too busy to reply like that, then, you know, hey, this doesn't affect my love for you as my friend, but, you know, maybe Stacy's just a little more on point when it comes to planning shit out like this. Let's do that. You know?
Man, it almost feels like weddings should not be this stressful. Like everything about it. Even like when I think about the chairs, like this motherfucker, it should be $15. And like a chair rental is what, like $100 per chair or something like that?
It is crazy.
I get the inflation of a wedding. I understand the business aspect.
Yeah.
I don't agree with how intense the gap is, but I do understand. I understand. However, you know how there's like wedding planners? I wonder if there's another service that makes weddings less stressful. I think that's wedding planners are supposed to be that.
Yeah.
But even like, I feel like that's probably stressful. Like it just feels like weddings are stress.
Why are you so stressed at a whorehouse wedding?
Period.
Yeah. Or even at the courthouse wedding. What?
Oh, at a courthouse wedding, yeah.
Yeah, you're not
just like signing a paper.
Pretty much. Why are you so stressed? What's going on?
But I feel like everyone is stressed no matter what they're doing with a wedding.
Yeah.
Like cold feet, I'm gonna have it no matter what.
Socks,
I'm
dude.
already scared.
Get some socks.
Get some motherfucking socks, some hand warmers. I'm gonna be sweating at the altar.
Yeah, weddings are actually crazy. I always tell all the homies, like, look, whatever you are ready to spend, be prepared to double that.
That's what I say with home renovations. Yeah. And buffer in like twice the amount of time as well. I don't know if I'm gonna get married.
You never know.
I would like to.
Because you believe in the sanctity of marriage, or because you just would like to have a wedding? What, when you say you would like to, what is the basis?
I don't think I need the wedding. I like the idea of the commitment and the tax benefits.
Word, 100%.
But I don't think I like a good party, but like I don't think I really need the whole, also speeches. I'm gonna croak before a toast. I will not. It's gonna be a silent wedding.
No, as the wife, you don't have to say shit though.
I don't want anyone to say anything. I just want everyone to be silent with tension.
My groomsmen killed their speeches.
Oh, that's awesome. I have like the worst I was a maid of honor for my sister's wedding, and I will never get over it. I had the worst speech ever. I'm not even kidding.
Why?
No.
Why?
It was bad.
Tell me.
I went to different types of therapy to get
What? What did you say? Tell me this whole speech right now.
It's like way too long. Because I had never given a speech at a wedding,
Okay.
but it was around the time where I was doing like college performances. So I was like, oh, this is a performance.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, well, let me
Cue
just...
the music.
Yeah, I was like, let me just basically do what I would do at a college, but like change all the stuff I'm talking about to her.
Okay.
But then I was just like, oh, it needs to be, you know, like all these acts. And it was like, okay, I'm like talking for 15 minutes. It was just like so offensively bad. Like I literally wish they had, you know, the Emmys or any...
Yeah, with the music, the wrap-up music.
That there was somebody that could have cut me off.
Were you really going for 15 minutes?
Probably.
You know, I gave a speech at Super Ego's wedding, and I thought I did so well. And then he put the whole thing on YouTube.
Oh,
and
no.
Someone commented that, like, why is Tim trying so hard? Super cringe. And I was like...
Super cringe.
And it had, like, a few thumbs up. I was like, bitch, motherfucker, all of y'all. Fuck y'all. I did a great speech.
But most wedding speeches are cringe. Most of them are, unfortunately.
They can be, and those are my favorite.
They can be.
Yeah. Those are my favorite.
It was so bad.
Platoon, I would pay money to see this. Is it recorded somewhere?
I would pay money to forget about it.
I am going to DM your sister.
Oh my God, no.
And say, hey.
I don't want anyone to remember it.
My name is Tim. I do a podcast with your sister.
I need that audio.
Is there any chance I can see the speech that
Oh my God, it was so bad. It was so bad that in the future, at a future family reunion, I had a cousin be like, remember your speech? She was like, that was really long.
I love that. Your cousin is hilarious, and she did that on purpose?
Duh.
And that's so funny. Do you get along with her?
Yeah, we're all fine.
Okay, well, I think that's so funny.
It's so bad because of that. I think I have PTSD of like public speaking, because anytime I'm at like a birthday party and it's like, let's all go around and say one story about the birthday person. I think we've talked about this before. I'm always like, I'm sweating right now thinking about it.
You black out. You finish your speech, you're like, well, that's all I have to say. The lights are off. Everyone's gone.
Gosh, my gosh.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It's bad.
So yeah, talk to your friend. Okay, next question.
Hello? Hi, Tim and Megan. I have been obsessed with you guys since the days of Internet Icon, and I'm so glad that you guys are finally working on this thing together. I wanted to ask you guys a question, mainly to Megan. I resonate with you so much. I'm also an Aries creative entrepreneur, own my own home, have been so successful in so many aspects of my life, and I'm so driven. But I feel like I'm struggling a lot in the dating area. And I'm not saying that you are too, girl, but maybe. So I was curious on how you've been able to navigate it as the person you are, and also how you've been able to navigate kind of being single-ish while your friends get married or go through different life stages, and just feeling a little bit alone through all of that. So yeah, I would love to hear more from you two. And if not, still obsessed with y'all. Keep doing big things.
Thanks.
I love that. That's real.
Yeah.
That's a really real question. And it can be very lonely. Because especially now, I'm 34. My closest friends are married, engaged, or with kids.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't even know what's the future.
We have a show coming out.
Married to the game, baby.
That's our baby.
Married to the money. Yeah, I mean, it is really hard, especially when you're like dating, because like the money thing is so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this is true, but I'm like, it's all gonna work itself out.
I mean, I think so.
I think so too. But I guess if there was any sort of like advice, I hate this, like the thing of like, you're not alone. Like when I you know, I have depression. So like anytime somebody's like, you're not alone, it's like, well, I feel so alone right now. And the fact that you're saying I'm not alone, but I'm in my fucking bedroom at 12 talking to chat, I am alone.
That's why you gotta make it sound more realistic. Fuck the robot shit.
So it is like you, as a very driven, business-oriented, creative person, it can be lonely. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when I'm like broken up with, that's when I skyrocket. So like being single and having the freedom and time to pour into whatever project you're working on, I think it's like always going to end you in the right place. Because even if it's like, oh, what if I'm like, even right now, I'm like cutting together some like docuseries types of videos. Like, what if one day that gets picked up and like the director of that becomes my husband? Like, who knows? Like, whatever you're working on now, whether it's your actual work or your internal work, it's always going to land you with the people that you're most aligned with when the time is right anyway. So even though it can be lonely in these moments right now, that's time for you to be with you. I think that's what I would say.
Yeah, man. Look, yes, I'm married with children, right? But but before all that, I was married to the game. You know what I'm saying? And,
I do know that.
and I thrive off creating, okay, and like working. I love being busy. You know what I'm saying? Those days where I would just be out all day, like going from meetings to shoots, and fucking, I'd come home exhausted. I was like, I loved it, you know, and it even though I love my babies so much, right? It's like it can be frustrating when I'm like, I just want to work on this thing, but I also want to be a good father. Bleh.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to find the balance can be difficult, you know, and I think like what a great time for a creative than now, creative with money, to be able to do shit that you want to do, crank shit out, you know? And even when I was single and I was like, you know, trying to like hook up and shit like that, I'd be like, God, I could get so much more done if I wasn't constantly trying to get my dick wet.
I know.
You know?
I know. Even right now, I'm having like such a great time with this. Just me skipping right over your dirty ass jokes.
No, it's true. Go ahead.
Even like having a good time, I'm like, I'm having like these nice, slow, silly mornings, but at the same time, you know, I like to like be up at 6, doing my walk, like already getting shit done. And so even that, I'm like trying to figure out that balance of it all.
So I think what we're saying here is that keep doing what you love, because it's a blessing to be able to do what you love.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, and pour all that into what you're already doing, and then like, you know, and believe in the timing of the universe.
Yeah.
Love will find you, but who cares? Even if it doesn't, who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck cares? Here's one more thing I'll say to anyone who is kind of their own either boss or works alone and can feel, because like even if you're not lonely like emotionally, you can be very like solitary as like an individual solopreneur. I think going out places where there's other people, even if you're not talking to them, but if you're like going to a coffee shop to work, or like, I go to the library a lot, different libraries. And so I'm like just around other people that are also working. And it's kind of that same parallel playhouse like vibe of like, we're just here. I think that's really nice to also not feel lonely.
For sure.
Also something that Chat told me one time during one of these like, I feel alone.
Yeah.
They were like, light a candle. Because even though it's not a person, there is movement and warmth out of your peripheral vision.
What?
It
How
was
interesting.
Lit.
Literally.
Yeah. The wick and my life.
Whoa.
It was awesome. Light a candle.
That's tight. Wow. I can tell you, these robots, they know what they're talking about.
A little bit.
All right. Megan Batoon, thanks for tipping.
Tim, thanks for tipping.
Where can they leave us questions?
Speakpipe.com/thanks for tipping.
And thanks for watching. Bye.
See you later.